Yeah, video.
Hello.
But you hold on, him, go.
Yeah, Zion.
But you hold on for me, why?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so it is a beautiful day. Yes, hi Zionfelix TV. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for watching this particular content. VGMS is just around the corner. Nyame Adoma May 3, 2025. Ewo Grand Arena. Ewo Accra. Chatter House 4. The 26th edition. No, Ebetimi Abba. Now, some hours ago, and just yesterday, I had my 2 cents on Ishubia Ekoso. Between Stonebwoy's camp and then let me say Kim Paluta's camp, MC Portfolio and Vida Edichumwa, Minyaba and Minyabema. Yes, I mean I've known all of them. Vidi and MC Portfolio. MC Portfolio interview our DJ Slim Hall and Vida also a call and also have a conversation. Ni nana about TGMS I call so May 3. Na MC Portfolio say there are certain things Vidi and as a Vida about or no talent Kim Paluta Hwa. Nani anje ho, but he doesn't want to go on that tangent with a Vida because omina no almost support Stonebwoy omina worke senebeya Stonebwoy brand na bitima costro. But this time no MC Portfolio on go all out for Stonebwoy like he did last year. Now this year no support Kim Paluta. It wouldn't be right say Vida our PR for a Benetton group a bit makaka sensembi about a talent Kim Paluta. And now Vida so say Charlie the things we portfolio so can also there on no enya you know because say Vida ka say Kim Paluta kwarbrochi na shows no bobo no skank nketia na de be appeal na just say and also ntwa yi nam no ma video and kasem no so by name nya Vida I want so many Vida I be din come Vida happens to be the public relations officer for a Benetton music group and I say Stonebwoy minya ba good day.
Good day, Zion.
And bomb to say
And Pomdie, Nyamiado, Boko.
And then congrats for your new portfolio as the PR for Benetton music group.
Me that's it, pa.
Now, about the saying, and I go through.
And if unya Stonebwoy and Kasa, they Jawakona no baby never bisa, but I mean, of Felix baby and Pempenswa brand ne Druno. So unya obi to send me any the entire team bekane ho a we can propel the brand to an upper echelon and Tianuntina eja or contracting me to do this business. And I'm also glad say me ho bata such a globally acclaimed brand like Stonebwoy na yetimi epeja akosro chen se de tie no.
It is the same say Vidi eka bibia na say Stonebwoy na kan as a Stonebwoy the whole team no na eka.
As the head of PR, my right to say Ochiamia ja mina mi chense mu obedwem ntino. You can say it's the position of Benetton Music Group.
Okay, but as compared to last year, now, of course, this year TGMS we're not really seeing the loudness of people pushing for the brand Stonebwoy to win the Artist of the Year for this year's edition.
Oh, senior, yeah, want me up into it too. I don't know, say be our follower. Come on our friend here. Yeah, Barbie Dino. Strategically, in when to release your 2024 activities. I'm sure send me forward him out straight up.
Yeah.
And a week by week communication strategy at team Mina Afa. And as we head towards the main day, we be a best animal was. I believe so part of the conversation, so who here our friend, we'll delve much deeper into it.
Okay, so just before we talk about only MC Portfolio Kim Paluta issue, why do you think that your talent, Livingstone, Stonebwoy, deserves again this year's overall Artist of the Year?
Well, Zion, like I said, Juma Stonebwoy, yeah, in 2024, yeah, Juma song, if you recall. The album or release it up and running has a 13 track album. Now, out of 13 track, 4 solid songs, and it's me make it onto the list. He's got fantastic year, 50 captivating performances across major festivals, Africa, Europe, Americas, including Cali Vibes and any own Beam Festival. No? And like we said, within the year, Juma na waya about 2024 winning 24 prestigious awards, which includes Artist of the Year at the 25th TGMA, Yekra title, Nisisia, Yekoswa Pim Akoyenim, no, and our International Reggae and World Music Awards, or you're the best African dancehall entertainer. I mean, who share the quality of the album now? Features, yeah. We have Wyclef Jean, we have Spice, we have Gentin, we have Air Science, we have Odumodu Black. Like the quality of the album, Zion, it will be hard for you to skip any song on it. And when it comes to performances in Sudia, like I released for you, All African Games closing ceremony, it was iconic. We also have our performances like a Beam Festival on its own, 25th TGMA Experience Concert, Ghana Niger Food Festival, Tidal Rave, the Joy Concert, Takwa, Teens Rave Festival, Techno Common 30 Series Launch, Obuasi Gringo Beaters Carnival, Obuasi Africa Prosperity Champions Awards. Now, Zion, Sauba Kaya, Bibrim Hanum say, Omushia ya, Omoka say Africa Prosperity. The lot fell on an artist like Stonebwoy for him to produce a song. I title, I Believe in Africa, or better for me, in front of reps across the entire African region. It doesn't come easy at all. FC Summertex for Coronation with Stonebwoy. I mean, and the performances are countless, like I forwarded to you earlier. No? I mean, we'll say a bit more argument on political interference. Say, you drew political season, you say you be but Zion, you bear with me, said the song JJJ also had the time pile during the political season. And the year forefront for which is Kim Paluta Nyumi. We all know, baby, the political party you could see. They say, as a no bokrana, akaya mount for be yaw. And for the first time, no, yetimia a reporter. Some school of thought, I believe, you say a particular song be crying as Sebio, a contributing to the failure of a certain political party. I am per se beka akon kind pass. So all the debts now amount for me try to put on stone, no, and no analysis. Na me koye wo DJ Slim podcast and so. Emma will take you bite and make us. I have a few things to go on. So, with the notable shows within the Europe, USA, and Africa, no, we have the Cali Vibes Festival or California Stonebwoy play. Austin Reggae Festival, so we a very big power with the USA. Rolling Cocoa Festival, DC. World Music Day Carnival Concert, Paris. Reggae Guild Festival, Belgium. We all know about these. And Island Music Concert with Jamaica, Summer Jam Cologne, Pre-Mod 2024 Abidjan, and in Adebayo. In the 25th Jubilee Concert, Togo, you could tell, say the whole stadium was vibing to Stonebwoy and Nyom JJJ, Afro Fresh 4.0 with Stonebwoy also in Belgium. See, a big Stone. And now me know Amsterdam.
Yeah.
For the Ghana Music Awards Europe, and so he carried the day also as the Artist of the Year on Ghana Music Awards Europe. So the awards, the honors, and dear, I got deep down. And like I said, and you'll be to have 4 songs off your album making it onto the list. The kind of audience, if you look at the Beam Festival, of course, we're Ghana pulling out Spice, Davido, Black Hero, Airside. Almost everybody are a feature on the album Biano. You're lining it up just to give a mouthful a very perfect experience. It will live with you for the entire year before the next Beam concert happens. Ejumadin dear Ebia Koso. And like you said, normal for adjoining cohort because they feel say, oh, I've seen some arguments. Wajibida, Jaiman Kwalane Sumra Mejibi, Wajibida. But Zion, Stonebwoy brand has been built on hard work and consistency. And part of that consistency means say umudie no, so the umu drew the previous year no. Ubekra usa umudie na till the next year. Follow it up with album releases, singles, a classic. Oh, ye features are a very classic choosing to sa consistency no. And one year cremo from the past years to this year. And it's all kasa wajibi da on diamond kwalani mbamba. Then it's as if say you are fighting consistency in the game, which I feel say we should discourage.
Okay, to what you made there, or talent in Stonebwoy deserves it above the Kim Paluta, the Kim Promise, the Joe Metal, the Kweku Smoke.
Exactly so, because yeah, amount transited from having your song being nominated into the artistry segment, and it has to do with a lot of activations that go around will craft,
Yeah.
Which I did say. It's not just the song, it's the talkability, it's the impact you have. And when you look at the media activations, Stone was featured in CNN African Voices Change Makers documentary, VOA News, Music Time in Africa. He was featured. Rolling Stones, featured articles, SXM, exclusive interview they had with Stonebwoy, Trace France. And so in a year, interview CNN documentary, Angelique Kidjo Chai. I mean, VOA News Red Carpet series, they featured Stonebwoy, Grammy featured articles, BET exclusive chats and feature articles, TRT Africa exclusive report. I mean, even in the ecosystem, no, ye Peja Beam Festival in Kwampo, talk less of nativity events. Now you could tell Stonebwoy stands on a very higher pedestal. Now, I feel international front and so penetrating nice and clean. And I feel that these are the pointers a picture up here. Into those saying say what done. Yes, almost say for a brand that is built on consistency, we shouldn't break that back and say what done China new person
Now, Vidi, on the back of what Jibida, no, Stone on bro. TJ Meso, sene I'm for be a can over there, and the boy there say, bro, TJ Meso artist of the year, even the whole award ceremony. So
Zion, Beyonce Gusuji Award.
Yeah, but also
Jay-Z Gusuji Award.
Also, it depends on the type of awards.
Yes, Grammys new, Grammys near TGM, you know.
Okay.
So beautiful for a while. I mean, in terms of longevity, 25, 26 years, we can say boldly say, yes, Grammys are ye 1 year. Now, Zion, the entire me process, our consistency, the awards, the banner say, as ye koi, they be a cancer, we don't have your music history. Yankasa yahyehyɛ yanwene wɔ Africa hanom sa na sɛ Ghana hanom se sɛ amekasa kyerɛ me music museum bi a yɛwɔ hanom a yɛaba kɔsɛm da hɔnom a it will be hard to find. In recent times, the internet doesn't lie, no. Yes, nneɛma wei de to hɔ sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ nsɛm na hɔ na sɔkyene bi ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtena se na yɛsɛ saa adwene ɛfa our musical history mu a and Trimani Behu said there was a certain gentleman called Stonebwoy. Everywhere, or introducing the Afro dancehall culture, or releasing so and so albums, so and so music, a pitching very high onto the ladder, and manico we need. And you want to say you're redefining your music history. And you and say what jibida. We are not doing justice to our music history or that is, if we one day sit down to write what it is, say Ghana music will be free, say, and Kwankwenniasi music, no, Humensia, Palmwine music, ya buy your high life, your boga high life, your hip life, your baby cranny or drill, you will cheap pop, no me idea.
Yeah.
And as he says, so yes, a trappers and so
Asaka music,
exactly so. Into your one says, say, your chisaya. We are not doing justice to the music history. So enriched there. What's a true editor? In pushing forward for these things, these are some of the reasons why I encourage you to move forward and say,
okay, now let's move straight to a issue at hand, no? Where you want to say Paluta, public appeal now MC portfolio I cancel both shows for UK. Maybe you want to take something little It's an amount for FFFF too much. No, it doesn't really mean say he really has the audience. UK ho as a yeah. Nah, MC portfolio, kind of something that I believe, and I think others also believe. Say, it is a disrespect to the Kim Paluta brand.
Well, no disrespect to Kim Paluta, Zion. I believe Saminu Kim Paluta now we were in Amsterdam last year now or performing. What I was trying to say, and what I said actually, say, let me my education on what goes into event organizers selection of certain artists.
Mm-hmm.
And like I rightly said, no, appeal no, and yeah, no kwa. Yeah, most times, so there's also the question, say, Charlie, you seek a best one, because Zion, I believe so many organizers have approached you to speak to certain artists for them because of ABA or more charges in tea. I believe that you've encountered this
a lot,
so many times.
A lot.
So it is not to disrespect Kim Paluta, say, on you. The thing is, appeal no, and yeah, no, other factors also play, which is sebio ukaka wabi albeji. So as an artist, you can even decide to play a free show for an international event organizer, based off of relationship. It's that me can say when you see a non as a trade off to say or appeal chain or beer or what category nima. I beg to differ kakra because and yet appeal and making the cut for the artist. Sometimes Sika or Beijing also play a role in it. I did not rubbish the appeal bit. I said there are many factors which include the appeal and also the cost benefits. And also, it is not to disrespect Kim Paluta and the achievements. Me personally, I was at one of the shows at UK. And I was seated right in front. And then me bit cramp on my investor kakra. So it was not to disrespect, but what I was saying is so I share list anymore. Almost everybody holding individual concerts. Obia individual concerts. And no na matress said, so all the other contenders no Paluta in that bit. Because concerts now, Zion, you have the power over your artistry. So person pay free riemu bao, so person with the orchestra ne be performing makuma, so person with the whatever ne ya expose we to the ecosystem no and my accept we because you see an comparison no. Yet the homegrown show be can pay we free more because you couldn't hold your own show. Into me can say it would have been ideal for him to have held his own show, have power over your artistry, and have that bragging rights like Kweku Smoke is having, like Stonebwoy is having, because for Stonebwoy to line up the video Spice, Black Hero, SIS on a big major concert like Beam Festival, you saw how it's shaky in Krahanum City. So I was saying, to Paluta's discredit, we can't check that box. Say who have you one kasa concept.
But
so it is not to disrespect him in any way.
It was about who drew you say UK as London. Now okay shows are Paluta boy and me. I think I've attended most of them. Even from the organizers, from the grounds most of them do confess, say, Charlie, Paluta and buy you. Okay. So that's why the fact
I accepted. I accepted, sir. But the entire me, yes, our comparison is say not only use to know as the bargaining chip to say or brew or biaso or category anymore. Which will check here, they've also Stonebwoy came promise. The promise is even on tour now. Stonebwoy are tour everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow, into Saukas back on London 4 times. Into a bargaining chip to say, Ubro biaswa. That is where I'm a question mark in that. It's your mom on the concerts they came for Paluta, which is fine. Me to observe things for myself. Which is okay. But to use that as a scoreboard against every other artist, woman, no dear. That is where I now make question mark. It is not to say, only audience appeal or the appeal to the level. But I was saying, so the factors that make somebody select an artist to go perform there, and I'm laying it down. And I'm saying, so don't use just that, because there are people who have toured, who have done their album tour across the globe. Almost crap on you as a bargaining chip to say some bro. So, and even though some of your mom shows were Ghana, so and you see that as a bargaining chip. Until let's get the understanding clear.
Okay, so now, okay, you know the previous unofficial campaigner for Stonebwoy's Artist of the Year last year's MC portfolio, I say you weren't fair to or also talented and also this time or also try to push because last year no also try say Stonebwoy beat me winning and also can be and a Stonebwoy to win Artist of the Year, and he came to write a lot on the social. I'm sure say you saw it and you also replied it. Why did you choose to reply MC portfolio?
Well, Zion, so we share interview now portfolio any DJ Slim have na. Okoka say Beam Nation for Sebi Omobu Funo because or route for an artist like Kim Paluta. Any problem. Said this year you choose to do or say Chrome agenda. Any problem, sir. But to go and say that on a platform like that, no, I say, oh, Pamata, dear Stonebwoy, no, as if Stone is so intolerant, says a one in or betchunwa so. That is not the case. In fact, we've not had any discussion and any meeting. I said you would dear Mumpo for us to discuss say we are now say no. Stonebwoy last year Oma sa credence no oma sa acknowledgement no oko gina stage so akogina award na wugina ne nsa nifa so, and he told the whole world say oh boy with what kind of comms are we here na akofa sa abasubodie aba wa show sa ade ne ho animunyam. This is not the time for you to sit on a platform say obi bu a fool from the camp because no. Sebi yo. Anyone signing loyalty contracts via sebi. Se stone a year you or year the prayer was so big. Anyone signs a loyalty contest and a contract no cry. Stone you'll be out taking criticism. That is why why surrounding the home with a bunch of professionals that be one opinion on certain things. Or not see yasem. Or no a superstar and cry yet tiane maniti. And that is the secret to how we're building the craft from now. So you can't sit there, create the atmosphere to say, oh, be a so many because you are doing your sacrum agenda. Nobody has done that. It's but Stonebwoy had the opportunity of projecting it to the world. And he himself, portfolio has said, how was our acknowledgement and I contributed to the numbers. And to one ya bibi amawasia. So we then kakrono be anymore. Who amongst team no and aba out ababe catch us yempene so.
Are you guys happy?
Your analysis.
Are you guys happy?
Any problem back we say craft because craft and our brand now you can it speaks for itself. What's my say? And then you will say we project Stonebwoy anywhere. And you know, it's a loyalty area with Kim Paluta and they'll say from agenda. Any problem. Nobody has even whispered about it. Anyhow, cry. It's me nearby. I'll put you down so okay can sansem no podcast. So if his science and data this year proves that Paluta deserves to be where he is now and he deserves to go up and be the artist.
Hello?
So that
okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we'll have it. Yeah, we'll have it.
That is unknown science and data are pointing towards the sacrum direction. We don't have a problem with it. Keep going.
Okay.
But my first Stonebwoy before home.
Vidi, do you have an issue with Kim Paluta?
Any issue.
Okay.
For Amsterdam, we performance. The following day, I got two said the our restaurant. The last time Kim Paluta by UTV set, so he was even sick. Me was some cold remedy be make sure quickly or na say or to me clear the throat clear be out to me perform me on that show. He was seated right beside me. But I Brenna, you do the streets now you're cold. Obia pound for pound for the artist.
Okay.
What I say, Obia pound for pound for the artist. Jobs ne bar. Men fan as disrespect. Where creative jobs are. Yeah, Pimako ye nimdia kopa de papa biamaya.
Okay, so
It's my Paluta name the team and Jane said, when you'll be your problem.
So if it is to even dirty the other and make your own ring, Grandpa, you go for that.
Nobody is dirty. Asema meka ye dirty the any or holding you show on can chroma baby and I'll say chrome na yenti or mekan because that made me arguments and they say everybody else pitches higher and as a little above the level for the fact that they were able to hold their own show to show their own level of artistry to the ecosystem I team. Inti say no so ye show ni wo baby na me na man who na make can say all from what dance yembra. I'm not dirtying him. Yemi can be a some trodo na American.
Okay.
A some trodo. Confirm to your viewers. You know the factors that go into the selection of artists to perform abroad. You know.
Yeah.
You know. To confirm that bit to your listeners. Oh, so someone can be mechanic. Artists be or to me, but Sikebia. Na a bro who budget for the entire program no cry. Nipa san who hosting a the amount. It's confirmed to them. No, it doesn't look like Vida and can be keke. No.
But really, it doesn't also look like he took just anything. You get it?
No, I'm not saying he took any relative.
Okay.
He can charge £50,000.
Yeah.
Maybe if you bring my artist like a Stone, probably Stone will take a triple of that. It will be out when he range you.
Yeah.
It's in your only friend is saying event organizer and about understanding. I'm an also
okay. I was on the internet, so I'm sure say we Ghana problem.
It comes down to when you are able to have an understanding with the event organizer. Now because understanding na ebia Paluta any la Lord ya bekono. Ebia the breaststone as I understand the non-trim out.
Okay.
But what they make it is not to disrespect him in any way. So this is a healthy competition. Fibia, yenya banter, ni say back and forth. A projecting works name kind. I really subscribing to the ecosystem.
Portfolio say any ya pass a free beam nation air bank if different angle the angle only need the angle review.
Only who obey, only who say obey. Only who obey. They be our emotional be na. Say, that you see one about an essence for ice cream.
So,
because I don't go be any virgin. Baby, you need the see gaga. The PR once some we are the world PR style be na minam I'm for peace. I'm no tiao. And so now social me post na me says tiao so she cushion Timberland. Tiao so for cushion or the meow. And so no tiao pa.
Yeah.
Into the yes, no, on coso with me or sacrum agenda. Stonebwoy and cars and you a fool, yana. No, this is a healthy competition. And like I said, no, obia than the facts habitual, obia than activities habitual, or no portfolio, no busan who say the factors now, so last year they pray Stonebwoy money we need, Or the two sad factors now they pray Kim Paluta Sisiana, air pana.
No.
Level no na. My quick to say or be disrespected. These are creative jobs I did my own for this healthy competition that we are embarking on. And I'm all for it. Or the see I'm to be trapped.
Matividi, but that's a pa. Okay, so Vida Educhimo happens to be the PR for a Beam Nation, Burlington Music Group, and our Stonebwoy, and any kasa about the back and forth course between any MC portfolio last year now or campaigning for Stonebwoy. Says Stonebwoy into me a winning artist of the year. Right now, Stonebwoy, friends, MC portfolio, well, right now he's campaigning for Kim Paluta. Say Paluta, I bet me I winning this year's Telecel Ghana Music Awards, which comes off this May 3, 2025 at the Grand Arena. Artist of the Year, nominees Kweku Smoke, Team Eternity, Joe Metal, Kim Paluta, Kim Promise, Stonebwoy, and Black Sheriff, who wins the ultimate award this 3rd May 2025. My name is Zionfelix. I hire Zionfelix TV. Subscribe to the channel. Go to all other socials. Call Instagram at zionfelix.com. Verified with a little over 2.6 million followers. If you go on Twitter or X, it is Onya_Zionfelix with a little over 55,000 followers. If you go on TikTok, we are Zionfelix TV with a little over 300,000 followers. I also have my personal account with a little over 300,000 followers. I know Onya_Zionfelix on TikTok. So I have 2 TikTok accounts. And on Facebook, it is Zionfelix Entertainment News. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.